Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly read. This will be for the 22nd to the 28th of March and will be for the sign of Aries. Oh, look at that, Aries, you're first up this week. Okay, so for your reading I'm going to use the Thelema Tarot. We'll start with the Thelema today. Please remember though, the readings are only general. I've noticed lately I've been getting a lot more thumbs down, so you guys need to realise if the reading's not for you to move on. So please make sure you put a thumbs up if the reading does resonate with you. It's really important to me that you let me know that the readings are resonating. Okay, and do remember the readings flip-flop too, so it can be the cross-watcher too. Okay. Aries. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords coming out of the gate for you. Now, the Six of Swords is a card of moving away from troubled times. Now, the idea of the Six of Swords is that you're not going back here. You're moving away from something, you're moving to something, but you're not going back to where you came from. The swords represent your ideas and your thoughts, which says to me, whatever situation you're moving away from, you are taking away from it this idea or these ideas and lessons you learned while you were there. So it's something that you've left behind, but you have like a great respect for some of these things because you're taking them with you. So your learnings are here. So some of you could be moving away from someone who's a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. The King of Swords in this deck has his sword pointed down. So you could be moving away from someone who wasn't speaking to you, who wasn't communicating with you, who was cold or limited on their communication. Whatever this is, you're learning that this situation here wasn't serving you at all. But you've learned from it, and that's the main thing. Always remember the lessons. This is lovely though, because the universe is talking about cycling here for starters. So it could have been with this particular person that you were going around in circles with them. You could have been sort of doing the same things over and over in hope that there would be some sort of change here, but not finding a change. But I like that the Wheel of Fortune is coming in now because you're being moved into better times. You're being moved towards something that will teach you, or you may have learned actually this lesson while you were there. This is the lesson of give and take. So I feel like you've been contributing or cycling with someone who wasn't giving back to you here. But I feel like you're moving towards, yeah, you're letting a burden down here. You're moving towards something better here. So the universe is saying here that you have learned your lessons, which is cool. And you're now moving towards something that is much more aligned with your purpose. Okay, so we have the King of Cups coming in here. Now the King of Cups is a person who could be a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. He has a cup in his hand that's full of love here, absolutely. Now the King of Cups is someone who's much more balanced, much more emotional. He comes with a sense of feeling quite peaceful, and very gentle here. So I feel like you're moving towards another person here for whatever reason. Yet the Hierophant's coming in here. So you could be moving towards someone who is going to be very open with you emotionally and is more than likely wanting something long-term with you, something more steady. And I feel like this person is ready to offer you love. So you could be moving away. Yeah, there's the Ace of Pentacles. So we have definitely a much more stable future for you here. Somebody is definitely moving away from something in order to move towards something else. It could be a job. It could be that you're moving away from a job that wasn't giving you the stability you needed and moving into a new position, new job that's offering you a lot more. Let's keep going. Oh, wow. Okay. The thing you've learned from this relationship, from this situation you've been in, is you've learned what's right and what's not. So you've had a huge sort of learning curve here around how people treat you. That's why you're bringing more stability in here. Could be that you're taking on this energy of the King of Cups and learning self-love, because you're bringing yourself around to this much more sort of stable existence here. You're starting to live in this truth that you were born with. Okay, so we have the Moon here. Could be dealing with a Pisces or Cancer if you're dealing with the King of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords here. And we have the Death card. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All of those people are here. I feel here that, you know, getting away from this person may have been a bit of a challenge for you too. There still seems to be things that are yet to be revealed here. You could have moved away from someone or a situation that wasn't showing you the truth, wasn't revealing everything to you. You could have moved away from someone who was deceitful and withholding. They could have been withholding their feelings as well here, especially with this Moon. And I feel that you've gone through some sort of great transformation because of that, whoever you've moved away from. There's been changes, huge changes here. Five of Cups. This has been really difficult. The Hanged Man. So we have quite a lot of very powerful cards here. Very powerful reading. Let's just keep going. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about a job situation for sure. And feeling like you've got no options here. But I want to say to you, the universe is opening up to you here with many more opportunities. So whatever you're leaving behind here, it's like it's been divinely guided, because you've learned the lesson now and it's time to move forward. There's something here that you need to be working on. And I feel like for some of you that this is a work reading. I feel that you are getting something much more rewarding, much more lucrative, much more financially supportive than what you've done before. I feel like you've realized maybe you've been putting up with some pretty questionable behavior in your last workplace. Don't worry, the universe is opening something much more for you, especially now you've learned, and you won't go through this again. If this is a relationship for you, I feel like the transformation has been huge as well. Whatever this is here, it's like you've recognized, you know, you may have recognized narcissism in someone, you may have learned about that, but there's a lot of learning here, a lot of, you become more intuitive, you've become more in line with your soul, so you know what's best for you here now. And this may have been difficult to get away from. I get that strongly. For those of you who are moving towards another person, there feels to me like this person has been either waiting or sitting in the background waiting for you. You may know them, you may not, but the universe is offering you someone here who's so much more emotionally available and ready for something long-term here. And even though it's been difficult for you to leave this behind, whoever's leaving whatever behind, there's a feeling here of sadness. But I want to say to you, don't be sad for too long, because some great things are opening up for you now in your future. And that's because you've changed the way you see things. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. This suggests that you're moving away from something because there was no investment from someone else. I feel like you're putting down some sort of burden here to move forward. Yeah, it's been a lot of worry and anxiety, but you're bringing stability here. So it's beautiful, because whatever you're moving towards, you're going to be able to invest in. It's like you might be leaving something behind that's been difficult for you to leave behind. But I want to say to you, whatever you're moving towards is absolutely beautiful. So we've got the card of flow coming out here. So let me just get my book ready. Okay, flow. I think these cards are stunning. Every time I look at them, I think they're just breathtaking. They have so much power in them. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see in phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth and flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music or flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. So you're doing this right in line with your destiny here. So whatever you're doing, you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to your higher self, and you're moving forward. Nice, Aries. Have a great week.